After 70, every single day is precious. But what if I told you that some of the things you do, without even realizing it, could be silently cutting years off your life? Doctors warn that these common habits are quietly stealing health, strength, and even independence from millions of older adults. The good news? By recognizing them now, you can stop the damage, reclaim your energy, and add more joyful years with your loved ones. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll discover 10 habits you must avoid if you want to live longer and better. So, where do we begin? Let's start with one of the most common mistakes many people make after 70. Skipping regular checkups. First, skipping regular check-UPS. Many people over 70 think, I feel fine, so why should I see the doctor? It's a common thought, and it feels reasonable. But here's the truth. Feeling fine does not always mean everything inside your body is fine. Some of the most dangerous health problems in older age, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or early-stage heart disease, often have no clear symptoms at first. They work quietly, almost invisibly, until they cause a serious problem. Doctors call these silent conditions because you may not feel them until it's too late. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, nearly 1 in 3 adults with high blood pressure doesn't even know they have it. The same is true for diabetes. The American Diabetes Association reports that many people live for years without realizing their blood sugar is too high. By the time symptoms appear, serious damage may already begun in the heart, kidneys, or eyes. Regular checkups act like a safety net. They give your doctor a chance to catch problems early, when they're easier to treat and less likely to shorten your life. Even simple tests, checking your blood pressure, blood sugar, or cholesterol, can add years of healthy living. And it's not just about avoiding illness. Routine visits also give you a chance to ask questions, adjust your medications, and receive updated advice about nutrition, exercise, and mental health. So think of regular checkups not as a chore, but as an investment in your future. A short visit once or twice a year could mean more time to spend with your family, more energy to enjoy the things you love, and more peace of mind knowing you're taking care of yourself. Of course, visiting your doctor regularly is important. But even with good checkups, your body still depends on something much simpler, something many people overlook: water. Let's talk about why staying hydrated is absolutely vital for healthy aging. Second, not drinking enough water. As we grow older, our body's natural sense of thirst becomes weaker. That means by the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be running low on fluids. Many adults over 70 don't realize they are dehydrated because the symptoms could be subtle: a little tiredness, slight confusion, or even dizziness. But over time, not drinking enough water can quietly take a toll on your health. Dehydration affects almost every system in your body. It can make your blood thicker, putting extra strain on your heart. It can also reduce kidney function, making it harder to filter waste and balance important minerals. According to the National Institute on Aging, dehydration in older adults is one of the most common reasons for hospitalization, often leading to complications like urinary tract infections, kidney stones, and even falls due to dizziness. Your brain also depends on water. Studies published in the journal Nutrition reviews show that even mild dehydration can impair memory, attention, and mood, things we all want to protect as we age. Just a small drop in fluid balance can leave you feeling more tired and less alert. The good news is that preventing dehydration is simple. Doctors generally recommend around 6 to 8 glasses of water a day. But remember, soups, fruits, and vegetables with high water content also count. If plain water feels boring, you can add a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even drink herbal tea. Think of water as fuel for your golden years. By keeping your body hydrated, you give your heart, brain, and muscles the support they need to keep you active, steady, and clear-minded, so you can continue enjoying life fully. Now, keeping your body nourished with enough water is one piece of the puzzle, but there's another daily habit that can silently harm your health. Third, spending too much time sitting. It's easy to spend long hours sitting, reading, watching television, or simply relaxing in your favorite chair. And while rest is important, too much sitting can quietly harm your health in ways you might not notice right away. Doctors now even call prolonged sitting the new smoking because of how strongly it's linked to health problems. When you sit for most of the day, your muscles gradually weaken. Your legs, hips, and back lose strength, making it harder to stay steady on your feet. Blood flow slows down, which raises the risk of blood clots and varicose veins. According to the American Heart Association, people who sit for long periods are at a much higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even premature death, even if they exercise later. Your body was designed to move. Gentle movements keep your heart pumping, your joints flexible, and your balance sharp. Research from the National Institutes of Health, NIH, shows that older adults who move regularly, even just light activity like standing up often, walking around a house, or stretching, have lower risks of falls and maintain their independence longer. The good news? You don't need intense workouts to benefit. Simple steps make a difference. Stand up every 30 minutes, walk around the room, or do light stretches while watching TV. Even household chores like gardening, folding laundry, or sweeping the floor count as movement. Think of movement as medicine. Every time you get up and take a few steps, you're giving your body and mind a boost, helping you stay strong, steady, and independent for many more years to come. Movement gives life to your body, and so does rest. But not just any rest. The quality of your sleep matters more than most people realize. Let's see why ignoring your sleep can cost you more than just a good night's rest. Fourth, ignoring sleep quality. Many people believe that as we get older, sleep simply becomes less important, or that waking up several times a night is just a normal part of aging. But the truth is, sleep is as vital for your health at 70 as it was when you were 30. Ignoring the quality of your sleep can quietly shorten your life and reduce the joy you get from your days. Good sleep is when your body repairs itself. During deep rest, your heart and blood vessels recover. Your brain clears out toxins, and your memory stores important information. According to the National Sleep Foundation, older adults who regularly get less than 7 hours of quality sleep are at a much higher risk of heart disease, depression, memory loss, and even weakened immunity. Poor sleep doesn't just make you feel tired. It can affect your balance, raising the risk of falls, and it can cloud your thinking, making daily tasks harder. Research published in the journal Sleep Health shows that older adults with poor sleep patterns are more likely to develop dementia over time. Improving sleep doesn't always mean taking pills. Small habits make a big difference. Keep a regular bedtime, create a quiet and cool sleeping environment, avoid caffeine late in the day, and limit screen time before bed. Gentle evening routines, like listening to calming music, reading a book, or light stretching, can signal your body that it's time to rest. Remember, sleep is not wasted time. It is a foundation that allows you to wake up with energy, think clearly, and enjoy each new day. By protecting your sleep, you're also protecting your independence, your memory, and your heart. So we know movement and quality sleep are key, but what you put on your plate matters just as much. And here's where many older adults face a hidden risk: processed foods. Fifth, eating too much processed food. At first glance, packaged meals, canned soups, or frozen dinners seem convenient, quick, easy, and no hassle. But behind that convenience, processed foods often carry hidden dangers, especially for those over 70. Many of these products are loaded with excess salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats that quietly put strain on your heart, kidneys, and overall health. The World Health Organization, WHO, warns that diets high in processed foods significantly increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. Sodium, commonly added to preserve flavor and shelf life, can silently raise blood pressure without you realizing it. In fact, the American Heart Association notes that more than 70% of the sodium in the average diet comes from packaged and restaurant foods, not the salt shaker at home. Sugar is another hidden problem. Sweetened cereals, pastries, and even some healthy-looking granola bars can spike blood sugar and contribute to diabetes. Over time, this can damage blood vessels and nerves, leading to serious complications. A study in the journal BMJ found that people who consume high amounts of ultra-processed food face a higher risk of early death compared to those who eat mostly whole, fresh foods. The good news is that small changes make a big impact. Choose more whole foods: fresh vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts, fish, and whole grains. If you do use packaged foods, check the labels for sodium and sugar content, and try to limit them. Cooking simple meals at home, even something as easy as a vegetable soup or grilled fish, gives you more control over what goes into your body. Think of food as fuel. The closer it is to its natural state, the more your body can use it to stay strong, sharp, and full of energy. By cutting back on processed foods, you're giving yourself the gift of longer, healthier days. Eating fresh, wholesome foods fuels your body. But to truly protect your health, you also need to feed something else, your mind. Let's explore why mental stimulation is just as important as physical care. 6. Neglecting mental stimulation. Your brain is like a muscle. It needs regular exercise to stay strong. Yet, many people after 70 stop challenging their minds, believing mental decline is simply part of aging. The truth is, keeping your brain active can protect memory, sharpen thinking, and even help prevent dementia. According to the Alzheimer's Association, activities that challenge your brain, such as reading, doing puzzles, learning a new skill, or even playing a musical instrument, help build cognitive reserve, which means your brain develops extra pathways to keep functioning well even if some cells are damaged. A large study in the journal Neurology found that older adults who engaged in mentally stimulating activities had a 30 to 50% lower risk of developing memory problems. The beauty is that mental exercise doesn't have to be complicated. Try reading for 20 minutes a day, learning a few words in a new language, or even teaching your grandchildren a skill you know well. Every bit of effort counts. Remember, a sharp mind helps you stay independent, make better decisions, and enjoy life more fully. Feeding your brain with curiosity today can help you hold on to precious memories tomorrow. Of course, a sharp mind doesn't thrive in isolation. Humans are social beings, and avoiding social connections can quietly harm both your heart and your spirit. 7th, avoiding social connections. Loneliness is one of the quietest, yet most dangerous threats to health after 70. It's not just about feeling sad or bored. Studies show that social isolation can harm both the mind and the body. In fact, the National Institute on Aging reports that loneliness is linked to higher risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, and even earlier death. Some researchers say the health effects of chronic loneliness are as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Humans are social beings. Conversation, laughter, and even simple companionship can reduce stress hormones, strengthen the immune system, and protect brain health. A study in PLOS Medicine found that older adults with strong social networks were 50% more likely to live longer than those who were isolated. The good news? Building connection doesn't require big events. Regular phone calls with family, joining a local club, attending religious services, or even chatting with a neighbor while gardening can make a meaningful difference. Volunteering is another powerful way to stay connected while giving back. Think of relationships as medicine for the heart and mind. Every smile shared, every story told, and every moment spent together helps keep your spirit alive and your body healthier. Connections with others bring joy and strength. But while we nurture our hearts, we also need to be careful with the medicines we take. Overusing painkillers or prescriptions can sometimes do more harm than good. 8th, overusing painkillers or medication. Many older adults rely on medications to manage pain or chronic conditions. While these drugs can bring real relief, overusing them, even common over-the-counter pills, can quietly harm your body. Medications such as ibuprofen, naproxen, or even daily use of acetaminophen may cause problems for your liver, kidneys, stomach, or heart if not carefully managed. According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, older adults are especially vulnerable because aging bodies process medicines more slowly. This means drugs can build up in the system, increasing side effects or interactions with other prescriptions. The Mayo Clinic also warns that frequent use of painkillers is linked to higher risks of ulcers, gastrointestinal bleeding, and kidney damage. The solution isn't to avoid medicine altogether. It's to use it wisely. Always take medications exactly as prescribed. Keep a list of everything you use, including vitamins and supplements, and share it with your doctor. If you rely on painkillers often, ask about alternatives such as physical therapy, gentle exercise, or relaxation techniques. Sometimes, a lifestyle change can reduce the need for pills. Remember, medicine should improve your life, not shorten it. By taking only what you truly need and checking regularly with your doctor, you protect your body and keep it strong for the years ahead. Managing medications wisely protects your health from the inside. But there's another challenge we often overlook: protecting our balance. A simple fall can change everything, but most falls are preventable. Nineth, not protecting your balance. Falls are one of the greatest dangers for adults over 70, and they often happen when you least expect it. A simple trip or slip can lead to broken bones, loss of independence, and even life-threatening complications. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports that 1 in 4 older adults experiences a fall each year, and falls are a leading cause of injury-related death among seniors. But here's the hopeful part. Most falls are preventable. The key is protecting your balance and keeping your body strong. Research in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society shows that regular balance and strength exercises, such as Tai Chi, light yoga, or even simple chair exercises, significantly reduce the risk of falls. You can also make your home safer. Remove loose rugs, keep floors clutter-free, use good lighting, and install grab bars in bathrooms. Even wearing supportive shoes indoors can make a difference. Think of balance as your shield. By protecting it, you guard your independence, mobility, and confidence. Every step you take toward better stability is a step toward more freedom and less worry. Strengthening your balance keeps your independence safe. And there's one last habit we must talk about, one that affects every part of your body and mind: holding on to stress and worry. 10th, holding on to stress and worry. We all carry worries about our health, our family, or the future. But holding on to stress day after day is like carrying a heavy weight that your body and mind were never meant to bear. Over time, constant stress can silently damage your heart, weaken your immune system, and even shorten your life. According to the American Psychological Association, chronic stress raises levels of cortisol, a hormone that, in high amounts, increases blood pressure, disturbs sleep, and makes it harder to control blood sugar. Studies in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, show that older adults with high stress levels face a significantly higher risk of heart attacks and strokes. But here's the hopeful truth: it's never too late to lighten the load. Stress management doesn't have to be complicated. Deep breathing for a few minutes, listening to calming music, or walking in nature can help your body relax. Gentle activities like gardening, meditation, or even prayer can calm the mind and bring peace to your spirit. Sharing your worries with a trusted friend or family member can also lift a great burden. Think of stress as a storm cloud. You cannot always stop the rain, but you can carry an umbrella. Learning to let go of worry, even little by little, can make your days brighter and your nights more restful. The less stress you carry, the more space you create for joy, gratitude, and health in your life. Stress can weigh you down in ways you might not even notice, but letting it go opens the door to peace and more joyful days. And that brings us to a powerful truth about these 10 habits. As we've seen, it's often the little things, the checkups we skip, the water we forget to drink, the hours we spend sitting, the meals we grab from a box, the nights of poor sleep, the lack of mental challenge, the loneliness, the overuse of medicines, the risks to our balance, and the stress we carry that quietly take the greatest toll. But here's the hopeful part: it's never too late to change. One small step today can make tomorrow brighter. Ask yourself, which of these habits will I begin to change right now? Remember, the goal is not just to live longer, it's to live better, with more laughter, more love, and more time for the moments that truly matter. Because your best days may still be ahead, waiting for you to claim them. As we come to the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect. Life after 70 is a gift, a chance to share wisdom, enjoy family, and embrace the beauty of each day. Yet, it's often the little habits, the ones we don't think twice about, that can quietly chip away at that gift. We've talked about 10 habits: skipping checkups, not drinking enough water, sitting too long, ignoring sleep, eating too much processed food, neglecting mental stimulation, avoiding social connections, overusing medication, not protecting your balance, and holding on to stress. Each one might seem small on its own, but together, they can slowly weaken your body, cloud your mind, and shorten the precious years you have left. The powerful truth is this: it's never too late to make a change. Every positive step, no matter how small, has the power to add more time, more strength, and more joy to your life. Choosing to stay hydrated gives your heart and brain the fuel they need. Moving a little more each day keeps you steady and strong. Prioritizing good sleep restores your energy. Nourishing your body with fresh, wholesome foods helps it thrive. Challenging your mind and staying socially connected protect your memory and your spirit. Using medicines wisely keeps your body safe. Guarding your balance shields your independence. And learning to release stress makes room for peace, laughter, and gratitude. Doctors often say, prevention is the best medicine. But I would add, awareness is the first step. By noticing these habits and gently replacing them with healthier ones, you are giving yourself the gift of more tomorrows, and not just more days, but better days. So, as you close this video, ask yourself, which one habit will I begin to change today? Remember, you don't need to change everything at once. Even one small shift can set you on a brighter path. Because in the end, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. More laughter, more love, more memories, and more time with the people who matter most. Take care of yourself. The best chapters of your story may still be waiting to be written. Your best years don't have to be behind you. They can start today. If this message touched you, share it with someone you love. Because together, we can live not just longer, but better. It's the beginning of a new, powerful chapter, and the best pages may still be unwritten. Don't let this be the last chapter you read with us. Subscribe now, and let's continue this journey to a longer, stronger, and more meaningful life together.